intention is collective, and the people are strong with the intention, Allah will change the situation because of the intention now. But if the majority of the ummah, they do not have that intent, Allah is not going to send anyone. Because when you see something wrong, it is obligation for a Muslim to change it. It is not to say, no, you know what, we see something wrong, we shouldn't judge. You see something wrong, don't interfere. You see something wrong, let them be. No, you see something wrong, you have to change. If you cannot change it with your hands, you have to change it with your tongue. You have to say something. You cannot say something, at least change it in your heart. But that is the lowest level of faith. Now we cannot change anything with our hands. Our leaders, they're ineffectual. Our leaders, they cannot function. They are paid. They're on the payroll. And we cannot change with our tongue. We cannot change it with our hands. We cannot change it with our tongue. Those who are supposed to awaken the ummah to understand this, they're clamped. The only reason why they're not clamping me is they see this guy, he's crazy. He's only collecting 5, 10 people around him. It's not going to be a big... But the time when we are going to speak, and it's easy for us, if we can, then it's open for us to speak to thousands of people, they're going to come down hard on me, or they say, change your script. Don't speak about such matters. You're just going to speak about non-controversial matters, religious, spiritual matters that everyone across the board can agree with, but it's not going to change the status quo. It's not going to make them to think. You're just going to reassure them that they're good people and they're going to be sinking more in that drunken station of ghafla. So, we cannot change it with our tongue. At least change it in our hearts. We cannot like it. We shouldn't, inshallah. We're not advocating anything. I'm not saying go and fight or shout and scream and argue with people. No. Don't do that. Because the permission is not given for us to do that too. But we shouldn't like, we shouldn't patronize. And we're saying this openly because now you're asking me here, and me, I'm representing my share. And there are certain things that we say, whether people like it or not. Of course it's going to ruffle a few feathers. Of course people are not going to like what we say, a couple of things. I don't expect you to. But no matter, there are certain signs that you don't have to be a saint or a scholar to understand. There are certain signs. No matter how high a person calls himself, a saint or a scholar or whatever, there's one I saw. And that Facebook, it's such a fitna maker, but it's such a betrayer because it betrays everyone's thoughts and intentions too. They think it's not there, it's there, it's proof. This sheikh, big sheikh, this, he said, eh, mashallah, inshallah, he is. Then he took a picture of Medina Sharif, Rawza Sharif. He's claiming so many things. He took a picture in the Rawza of the Prophet. By just that one picture, I know his value. 0. The reason is, he took a picture, smiling, but the Prophet is behind his back. He turned his back to the Prophet. No saint will ever do that. No believer will ever do that. And if he's good, he may do everything good, but he failed on that point. And it's these small little things that, oops, it's indicative of something. You can say, I'm the best driver in the world. But at that point, if you are sleepy and you close your eyes and you crash your car, all your 40 years of experience means nothing because you crash your car. So that is how it is. The believer must always be awake. He took that. I didn't say nothing. I'm not even revealing who it is. We're saying these things for us to take lesson from it so that we ourselves will become more awake. In the presence of holiness, we have to become more awake. We have to show more respect in that time. A blessing comes for us, inshallah. But situation, inshallah, is going to change. The Ottomans, they knew such a situation was going to happen. That's why at that time they collected all the relics around the area and they brought it to Topkapi Palace. Inshallah, when you go there, pray for us too. They have in the Topkapi Palace the cane of Musa alayhi salam, the original cane. They have the turban of Yusuf alayhi salam, the bowl of Ibrahim alayhi salam that he ate from. They have thousands of the relics of and the possessions of the Sahabe Kiram and the earlier Nabis. What is there on the Topkapi that they show is just a tip of the iceberg. Underneath in the vaults that they kept sealed in silk, green and everything, thousands of other relics from the shoes of Imam Abu Hanifa, everything. So they took everything because they know, they have insight. They know that certain things are going to happen and everything has to be now protected and sealed somewhere.
I hope God protect that,